All right, guys, the time has come. I've made videos plenty of times about Palantir. I was like, we need to stay away from it. I know it looks attractive. I know it looks like it can keep going up forever. And this is what traps in a lot of people, okay? Palantir just dropped, fast. We dropped about 12% for here from the lows. I actually did. I did some puts, 1 month expiration out. I was talking about that in the day trade chat here. I always think buying puts. I never really like buying options. I don't want to let people do it. It's not really because people can get really too risky with it. They go too much money in it. Buying options is really really hard to do. But with this setup here, what I was thinking of, we can go at least a month out puts, and I was looking at the chart, and I'll show you guys. This is not normal, guys. I'm telling you, I have not seen this in a while. And for me to say that I'm buying puts on Palantir, um, is then I know you better watch out because this is not a stock that should be up here. I don't like buying options. I really don't. I'm more of a selling option type of guy. But I saw this and I was like, you know what? This is very overextended. We haven't ever seen, even on the monthly candles, we usually get price to come back to this EMA 5, which is purple band, or even to this upper Keltner channel, which is red. So the minute I see price this overextended, that's a big no go for me. So now, do I just randomly buy it on the monthly? No, I go to the daily and I can see, hey, what is the daily doing? You can look at this. Are we close to this upper Keltner channel? And you could have scalped this many times here. We hit this upper channel, go down, make pretty good money with options doing this. Go here, go down, go here, go down, and it got to the point where I felt like we were due for this EMA 10. It could easily hit this 10, and I would not be surprised we come crashing down to this 20. Obviously, the only thing that's going to make this crash down fast is a news-driven thing like one. The Alex Carp to sell 1.2 billion of company stock. That should tell you everything about how overvalued this company is. He knew ahead of time what he was doing. I mean, he definitely was going to get rid of this. Retail investors' money is back in the stock market. This is a bunch of retail. The Y Powder could have a disappointing quarter one, I'm sure. So now it's just funny to me. You have all these bullish articles when it's pumping, right? Because they want liquidity. They want liquidity to sell off on. And so how do they do that? They pump it up. And knowing, when I seeing that I see here, to me, I'm not buying into this. I just don't buy into it. It is a very bullish uptrend. Not Don't get me wrong about that. But would I buy it up in here is the question, and that's an absolutely not. So I was telling you, everyone, I was watch my previous video on Palantir. Literally, I said, be cautious. I do not buy up in here. I mean, in a blink of an eye, you can go down 10%. And sure, it could go all the way back up. This is a crucial level. It is. I'm not saying it can't go up. If this level doesn't hold, you got to understand we go all the way down to this EMA 20 on the daily. And if that daily don't hold, then we go to the 50. So I definitely recommend stopping out on some of these crucial levels. We have big support here where the earnings took place, and we also have a gap between this and this, which is your gap right there. So, I mean, we have lots of things that we complete going on here, but where would I like to be a bull? I always use weekly charts on bigger cap stocks. My favorite opportunities is at the EMA 20 or 50. I know this sounds like it might not go here for a while. It probably won't. It could take a month or two to go over these. It will touch these because price, the EMAs will go up to price when they're in uptrend. As you can see, every week it goes up, or price could just go all the way down to these, and that's where the algos will look to get into it. Um, I mean, we're still pretty high up here. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, on the week, we're only down 6%. I mean, we're still way up here. And you can clearly see, too, here, we have a weekly candle coming here, too. And so we have three things happening. We have the daily. Daily is going to give you the most precise entry. The weekly can give you like a midterm picture, and the monthly can give you a longer term outlook of saying, hey, is this in balance? Everything in price history has to be balanced, so that's really what we're looking for. And you can see how precise these algos are on a monthly EMA 5. We pump it right in these areas. So what I look to do in my Discord and my chat, I look at all these levels. I look at the daily. The daily EMA 50 kind of matches the weekly EMA 20, and I kind of see which gives me a better entry. This is at $86 if we want to play this big solid support here. And you can see it is big solid support. As you can see, we went to this EMA 50 and we made this massive move up back here in January 13th. So I mean, this was an outstanding move, $66 all the way to 125 in a very short amount of time. So I can look at this and say that's $86. What is the weekly EMA 20? Well, weekly EMA 20 is saying it's $76, and so I can kind of say, hey, I'd rather take it near this area here, and you can see when price gets close to here, that was that daily EMA 50 right here, got very super close here and almost hitting it. So all in price history, we're going to touch these EMAs. For example, right here was the EMA 50. And when we go to these areas, I like to scale in. I don't just go all in on this 20. I'll put some funds in for the 52. And that's really what we're going to get. We've had a downtrend for Palantir for a long time too. This is what a downtrend looks like, as you see the EMA 50s at the top, and you can see when price hits the EMAs, they reject. We come back, we reject, come back, reject, come back, reject, and this is a totally different picture. This right here is a solid uptrend, and I don't think this is just going to get plummeted very fast. This news was right here where they have to do this, guys. I mean, all the times I see bad news is when something's so overextended. I'm not saying you can know exactly when they're going to do these news, but I can get the gut feeling like, hey, we're getting to these levels where this is kind of scary, right? And that's really what I'm seeing is a gut feeling right there. But we have the daily chart here. How I look to do these is I look for time distance away from at least the 10, and then I also look for, are we touching this upper band? Every time you touch this upper band, you get these nice little sell-offs, and till you get this nice big candle and you trail and stop it and you try to make as much money as possible. But yeah, a monthly chart looking like this, guys, is this is extreme. I mean, come on. I mean, you look at this distance from this upper Keltner channel. You have this massive distance looking like this, and we can like measure it out. This is the distance we have. Well, let's look at this from the other month. It doesn't even come close, right, to this other monthly, to this monthly, to this monthly. And now we have a blow off top here. This is just too much. This has got to the point where it got my attention. Be like, hey, I don't like to buy options, but when I do, it's on setups like this. All right, I can show you multiple setups that I did this on. I think I did it on Baba before on this weekly here too. I like looking at weekly chart pictures because it tells me the midterm. I did Baba too. I hate buying options, but when I see this opportunity, I can see the mid. I mean, look at this. This is a 20-30% drop of a weekly candle hitting this, and then honestly I get the daily candle to confirm my precise entry. We're actually looking close for another Baba put. We'll see though. But you can see time and time again, when you look at these Keltner channels and overextension areas, they don't happen often. But when they do, you better believe I'm going to short these opportunities. And Palantir was at that extreme territory where, wait, we had this massive weekly candle, massive monthly, and then daily gave us their signal. You have to use the daily to give your signal. It has to be close to this upper Keltner channel, not at the EMA 5, because remember, EMAs act as support. So when you see the daily at the EMA 5, it can very well go up from there. It can very well. So you see it close to the 5, it goes up. Close to the 5 goes up. But we want to short it when it goes to these upper bands and make those fast moves down. And these are pretty freaking good gains for options. That was a 6% gain down move. This one was a 7% down move. And then obviously our big move down, this was a 13%. You can make massive money doing this particular thing, knowing that, hey, midterm, we have a weekly overextension, longer term, monthly overextension, and daily for the entries, guys. That's how I do trading against the trend on these big cap stocks by buying puts. Hope you guys liked this video. If you guys want to join the Discord, see this system in action, learn it yourself, understand it, you guys are going to love this system. It takes the guesswork out. Obviously, we accumulate every time it touches this, and I accumulate my puts, so we make a move down. But hope you guys do want to join. If you want to join the Discord, click the link down below in YouTube comments below, and in the description it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts, and it'll take you to this free chat landing page. All right, and when you come into the Discord, all you have to do is please read how to subscribe, but basically all you have to do is hit day trade alerts right here. And if you click day trade alerts, it'll ask you to subscribe, and you get all these channels unlocked that have asterisks for $12 a month. And that's going to include swing trades and day trade alerts. But more importantly, you get the education of how I do this stuff. My day trades are more advanced, but I think anyone can pick up on it. You guys are going to love this strategy. It's awesome. It's unique. And there's a strategy that fits everyone's personality. So $12 a month, you get access to everything. And for this promotional video, I am going to up the price in time, but if you are grandfathered in and you subscribe, it will never go up in price. And I'm going to do it for 12 bucks a month. I think that's very fair, very affordable, just to dip your toes in and be like, hey, I want to know what it's like. I want to be a part of the community, because I can't find all these trades. A lot of people will be like, hey, check out Palantir. And I'd be looking at it like, holy crap, yeah, that's a really good put play. And a lot of this system kind of gets into these kind of news driven plays. The reason why I like reversals is because you get these fat candles down and you make bank. If you guys have ever done options, you make bank on these kind of candles. But yeah, if you guys want to join, click the day trade alerts. It'll ask you to subscribe. Do it on your computer to avoid the iOS fee. If you're not from the US, it might charge you 15 or 16 bucks a month, but still, you're getting a lifetime of a deal. It'll never go up in price. Please read how to subscribe. But and if you have an Android, you will have to do it on your computer to subscribe, as they're not allowing Android users to do it on your mobile. But once you do it on your computer, you can get the whole membership, or you can use your phone just fine. I just want to do a quick update on Palantir. This is a crucial level here, guys. Does this EMA 10 hold? And then you got to understand is the longer the EMAs go down, the better the support areas. So just remember that. I look for the weekly support areas. These are my main areas I look for, is the 20 and the 50. That's where I usually look to buy. And as you can see, when you get close to these areas, that's where you get the big pumps down in these areas. All right, guys, I'll see you in the Discord. Peace out. Happy trading.